Hi, my name is Emily Herman, and this is my 5th book critique video. My featured text this week is Harlem. I chose this book because it portrays the Harlem society in a very cool way. It's all poems, and it's very rhythmic of how it is written, and it just talks about the people of this area and their culture in a really deep and meaningful way, and the images are really incredible too. My first lesson with this book is a social studies lesson. It covers the 5th grade Ohio State Standard geographic tools can be used to gather, process, and report information about people, places, and environments. So in this lesson, students will read the book and they will see that this person wrote the book of Harlem and talked about these different places that were important to it. So they'll get to look at their city, their town, and pick out specific places that they think are important for their own personal reasons, and they're going to get to create a tour on Google Tour Builder and talk about these places in their town, maybe provide pictures, a little description, and then after that, students are going to get to display it into the city, the community, and explain to the people why they like these certain parts, and especially that for city higher-ups to look at it, and they can see that these students, what really interests them in the city, and they can help to refurbish those areas. So my Google tour is of Steubenville because that's where I live. So I started at Holy Family Church, which is where I went to school to church my whole life. I have a couple pictures, some pictures of my family when we were there throughout the years. Then went to Catholic Central, which is where I went to high school. Then we go to Tim Hortons, and for my entire life we've gone to Tim Hortons after church. So here are some pictures again of my family throughout the years going to Tim Hortons every Sunday. And then I go to Franciscan, and I grew up in Steubenville, so Franciscan was a very big place. I was there every week, almost every day with my family, and I really got to grow while going there as a child. And then we go to my high school soccer field, which is where I got to play my favorite sport, got to cheer on my favorite team, and then now every year I get to go back as an alumni and play in one more game. So that is my tour of my town. My second lesson is an English lesson with the standard write opinion pieces on topics or texts supporting a point of view with reasons. So for this one, I really wanted to show students how their opinion can change. So Harlem, 3rd graders probably won't know a lot about Harlem, so we'll pull on their prior knowledge, or we will, if they need more information, I will give them a brief summary of what Harlem is, and they will write a Google Doc, short paragraph, about what their opinion of Harlem is from the knowledge that they know now. Then they'll read the book and get to see it in a deeper, more meaningful way, and especially with the poetry that can really show them what Harlem's like. And then they'll get to write an opinion piece on that same Google Doc of what they think Harlem is now. And the point of this is that they'll be able to then share it with their other students and get to compare the students' opinion of before and after and how it changed with their more knowledge. I read 7 other books this week. I read The Watsons Go to Birmingham, which is a story about a family and the trials they face when they move from Michigan to Alabama. I read The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which is about siblings who choose to hilariously take over their annual Christmas pageant. I read The Tales of a 4th Grade Nothing, which is about a 9-year-old boy, Peter, and his struggles growing up with a 2.5-year-old brother. I read So You Want to Be President, and it's an informational book that details in a fun and engaging way the lives of the presidents and the characteristics of them. I read The 3 Pigs, which is a fun twist on the classic The 3 Little Pigs fable. I read The Polar Express, which is about a little boy in the magic train that brings them to the North Pole on Christmas Eve. And I read Journey, which is a wordless picture book that tells the story of a little girl who wanted to escape her normal life for something more magical.